A new used RV, a trip and a plan, throw in a few games of golf, an occasional ATV race across the sand dunes in Oregon, made donations at the local casinos.
That's us. What a killer ride!
Started north on Highway 395 on July 15, 2018. Highway 395 runs alongside the eastern Sierras, high desert most of the way. Welcome to Devil's Postpile National Monument. We're staying at Upper Soda Springs Campground. My first time at the Upper Soda Springs Campground was in 1942, and I was 5 years old. Recording this thing, I'm doing this on record, That is the middle fork of the San Joaquin River, runs right alongside the John Muir Trail. This is our first major trip with our new used RV. Very comfortable. It's actually a 2-day drive from here to Devil's Postpile. We spend one night in Bishop, California, and then it's only about 40 miles to Mammoth, and Devil's Postpile is just outside of Mammoth by about 13 miles. You do have to drive down a very narrow, almost one-lane highway getting down into the Postpile. Postpile itself is generally only open about 8 or 9 months out of the year. The rest of the time the pass is covered with snow. So this is Barbara's very first trip to Devil's Postpile. The middle fork of the San Joaquin River runs right through the Postpile, and there is a beautiful waterfall that we visited. Right now, where Barbara is walking out over a bridge, it's actually part of the John Muir Trail, and this does take her over the top of the river. There's generally very excellent trout fishing in this stream. We found several of these post-like rock formations right down near the water. Now, I have no idea how she did it, but Barbara talked me into walking all the way down and viewing Rainbow Falls. Now, Rainbow Falls is a 2-mile walk downhill from a parking lot, a trailhead. The problem is walking back up to the car is 2 miles uphill. I didn't know whether I was going to have a heart attack or whether they were going to bring in the helicopters. But after 8 stops along the route, we made it back to the parking lot. I'm not going to do that again. This is an interesting young couple we met on the hike. She is from Costa Rica, he's from France, and we actually ran into them in 3 different national monuments. Bodie, the ghost town, and in the Tufas at the Mono Lake area. But they were just traveling around seeing the country the same way we were. According to my parents, this particular fishing hole is where I caught my very first trout when I was 5 years old in 1942. Boy, that RV was comfortable. Did we have fun in that thing. As we were driving back to Mammoth, we did go over the earthquake fault, and I got a chance to show Barbara the earthquake fault. Next stop, Mono Lake and the Tufas.